my beautiful people. This was not really part of my podcast plan, but in the midst of everything that's happening back home, I think it's right for the moment is right to actually share this message. But before we begin and get deep into what we want to talk about, can you please? I would like for you. First of all, this is my beautiful mother. If you guys haven't recognized already, can you tell the people your name?
My name is Rose Mapendo. I am Seth's mom. He's my number 7 child.
And that's why my podcast is called Let's Get Real with 7. Can you tell the people a little bit about your foundation, the Rose Mapendo Foundation?
Rosa Mapendo Foundation is a foundation working with women empowerment and based especially with widows and orphanage and the whole general women in the LAC region. And in my country is the foundation working for the peace and reconciliation. Actually, we have the project called Women Are United for Peace. Is planning to put all women from a different tribe, because Rosa Mapendo Foundation, it believes in the power of a woman. If women come together and work hard, they can make a difference. So that's the most, the foundation. I have emotion now, but I hope God can use it and bring peace to my country and for all people in the Minembwe, Mulenge, South Kivu.
Okay. Can you? What made you begin this foundation? What was the reason behind it? Can you tell people a little bit about the story? A lot of people know, but I would like for my audience at least to be able to understand the reason behind your foundation.
So the reason behind that, number one, I am a survivor from a genocide. And when I saw many people that were killed in my presence, they were taken away, women, beautiful women like me, left the children behind, husband and a wife being killed, and for God miraculous, I survived with all my family. And I just immediately think, I did not just survive for my own family. I survived to share the awareness, to raise the awareness, and to be advocate for other victims who never have an opportunity to survive like me, or never have opportunity to be in a good, safe country. And I want to raise awareness about refugee life. It's not a life anyone can wish to be a refugee, because we miss home. But I believe one day we will go to live in our country. So the real reason behind is to bring peace and to give glory to God according to what He has done for me. Because to be honest, my survivor and my children, I have no idea. It was a God Himself plan. Because I was the person who everybody knew she was going to die. Like not the suffering was in general, and also I was pregnant without any doctor, without any enough food in the stomach, sleep in the cement, without vaccination, without sleep in the cement. That was a more, you see God's power, not a human being. So, sorry.
No,
I told people I'm not the owner of the story. God is behind this story. He's the one who saved my life and my children. And everything I do, let His name be glorified, not mine. That's it. Give thanks for bring small thing back to what, according to what He have done.
Okay.
So.
Man, I love you, Mom.
Thank you, son.
Okay, so Would you like a napkin?
Yes, please.
Okay. It's okay if you cry, Mom. You're not on a professional interview. You're just here with me, okay?
Yeah.
It's okay to be open. Okay, so you survived this whole genocide, and then when was the first time you went back after you came to the States?
I went 2006.
2006, right?
Yes.
And this time, John was mad at you for trying to go back home, right?
Yeah.
Wasn't John upset about it? Why was he upset? Because I know. Go ahead.
The first time I went to Rwanda.
Mm-hmm.
The second time was 2007. 2009.
That was the first or second time?
The second time.
Okay. But the first time you ever went back home after...
I went to Africa, but I was not going to Congo.
Okay.
I was in Rwanda.
Why'd you go back the first time again? I was
The first time, number one, I want to see my people, and also my daughter, she was going to be married. Amy.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Okay, so the second time, that's when you actually went back to Congo.
The second time.
Okay, so can you please tell the people, why did you go back that second time to the same area where everything happened to you? And then also, how did it feel being back there for the first time?
To be honest, according to experience of the genocide where we were, I don't care so much for myself.
You weren't scared?
Because I thought the death did not hunting me and miss me. Only God who protect me. Because if it was a death, I was under death 24 hours, 7 days a week. And the guns. Not mean. They are not playing game. That's how other people was killed. So when I survive, I want to go to see other people who suffer like me and to give hope to the hopeless. Say, hey, God still have a good plan. And tell them, say, no, give up.
Yeah.
And try to encourage them and help refugees in their journey to come to U.S. So to tell the countries what is going on.
So basically, you put your fear aside, or your selfish, almost like selfish desire. Like you were like, oh, it's not even about me at this point. It's about what can I do for God and to help others realize that there's still hope and there's still a way out.
I realize sometimes we think nobody can do God's work without it do for people.
Can you explain that?
Because God, He created people in His image, and He breathed in us. So we are God's feet, and we are God's eyes, and we are God's mouth. Like God, according to what He have done, He cannot come to testify Himself. I have to testify what He have done because I saw it. And also I have to think about someone like me. Because some people can survive physically, not a survival spiritually, maybe.
Or mentally.
Mentally. They're traumatized.
Yeah.
Some people
PTSD.
kill themselves, scary to everybody, having no hope at all.
So now, that's a great, that leads to a good question. So there's so many people that also survived the camp with us. Why do you think not more of them are spreading the word? Why do you think a lot of them are not trying to help others? Because again, this is why I truly believe that God, and again, I'm not saying that God didn't help those other families, but for you, you're such a spiritual woman, and I hope to one day be even as small or close to as spiritual as you are, every single day. That's my goal, because you've taught me and raised me to live that way. But do you think that that's the reason why you're doing what you're doing, is because you're so spiritual and so religious? Because also there's a lot of them that go to church too. Why do you think it's so important to you but not? And again, I don't want to put any words in anyone else's mouth, because I don't know what they're going through. I don't know if they're still struggling and their PTSD is what's preventing them to speaking out and trying to help others. But why do you think now more of them are doing it?
To be honest, as I said, I don't have a credit for it.
Yeah.
is God's grace.
Mm-hmm.
Number one, I don't blame them because what you have been through is not easy to speak in public.
Yeah.
Especially when you share your story, when your news is not going to change because this what is in the past.
Yeah.
No one can change what happened to you. Some people say, why I speak about? What can come? Because she's already victim inside. She knew it cannot change. Most of the people will survive together. They don't want even to talk about. Because it's pain. It's pain.
Yeah.
So that's why. It's God's grace.
Do you think for you, when you talk about it, does it help you more, or does it bring even more pain for you?
No, I can cry, but it helps me more. Number one, I'm not speaking for myself because I am alive. I am survive. I speak to encourage other people.
Yeah.
I encourage, tell somebody who's been what I have been through. Say, hey, do not give up.
Yeah.
If I made it, you can make it. You can make it.
Okay.
If God He was there for me, is He there for you too? But it's us we help God. Because when we give up, God can never force anyone. God is a God who can do everything for us, but He cannot do what we're supposed to do.
Yeah. So he wants to do it, but we have to put action behind what He wants us to do.
Because He gave us a free will.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So without action, it's hard for Him to use us. And for you, what you're doing right now is you're putting in the action. True. And so God is able to use you. And I truly believe that God is using you. But, okay, so the main reason why we're actually even here today, again, what was happening to us during the Congo Genocide has almost begun to happen again. I know this is a very sensitive subject, and if you want to cry, please cry. I'm not gonna, but can you please, I want to bring awareness to this situation. This is not something that's easy to handle. And I think a lot of our people, we've gotten too comfortable, and a lot of us have forgotten where God has taken us out of. And I think that's the biggest issue. Like we tend to ask God, please help me get out of this tough situation. He helps us take us out, and then we never glorify Him. We never use our testimonies to help others. And so for me, I'm trying to create a space for us to spread awareness. So can you please, because since you know more and you're more connected back home and people are telling you things, can you please share to the people what is happening right now back home?
What is happening, we've been through a lot for decades in our life because, first of all, we are Banyamulenge tribe. We are living in east of Congo, place called Minembwe. People knows we are Tutsi tribe. We was divided by border. So Banyamulenge people have been in trouble. But in most civil war, our neighbors come kill us in the government. Even though somehow we have some people in the government really, they don't care. Because they really never give us an opportunity. I don't know why they're fighting for my people. They never provide a hospital. We never have a birth certificate. We never have a road. We never have a school. So we have a cow, but that cow, they come to hunting and kill. But this time, this year, is very strange. Because they never burned our house down, now people live in the street. They have no place to live. Genocide is happening right now in my country. They burned more than 200 villages. Imagine if people on the street, they are putting them in some area so they can kill them easy. So that's why it's happening. Right now, some people are dying because they don't have food. There is enough ground transportation. Actually, just why I'm going there right now.
Yeah.
No ground transportation because there's no road. And no airplane can fly. There is small helicopter for small can go take some sort of money of food. So how thousands of people who are in the street have no food, how can they survive? And the people, there are more than 300 have lost already their lives. Children, women have been raped before they got killed. They burned people when they ran in the bush. When they saw people go to the bush, they burned the bush. There is all the people have burned in the bush. So this is my people. And to be honest, no anything I can be proud like to be Munyamulenge. I love to be Munyamulenge. I am a Munyamulenge kazi. Do Munyamulenge kazi. Kandi ndabyishimira, kandi ndabishima Imana. I thank God for it. Why? We are people of God. We never worship idols. We believe in God and no matter what, we don't give up. I'm so proud for my people.
And I just want to translate what she had just said right now. She basically repeated herself saying that she's proud to be a Bunyamurenge. She wasn't saying, for the people that don't speak the language, it wasn't anything negative or whatever. But so now this is a tough moment for me because, like, I support you 100%, and I think what you're doing is incredible. But now you're asking me, in a sense, to be okay with you going all the way to Africa and basically risking your life. Like, it's not like before where you were just going to help encourage the women. Now you're going in there not knowing if you're going to come back. Like, that's literally what you're doing. Like, and to me, it's extremely difficult. Like, I'm not going to lie to you. But again, you're very strong and you're very, you I just know that you're going to do it, and I know it's what God wants you to do, so I can't stop you in that. But please, now, you're literally taking the meaning of putting others before yourself to another level. Why are you doing this?
So, why I am doing it, I already spoke about.
Mm-hmm.
Why I am doing this.
Okay, so how about let me rephrase it. What are you going back and doing? What are your main goals to do when you get back when you get there?
So my main goals, I'm taking food.
Mm-hmm.
Because I fly. Me and Faraja, we went to the Good Samaritan organization. We try to go any organization. We try to ask to help our people to give the food. Because as I said, they are dying for food.
Mm-hmm.
So they give us 40,000.
Yeah.
So for food. For me, God to open that heart for those people who work for that organization. We will never, ever thank them enough. What they have done. Even to think about my people. That's how I can see God's hand.
Mm-hmm.
I can see how God, He uses people.
Yeah.
God, He opened up the door for this organization, helping my people, and they help the organization, the Rosa Mapendo Foundation. They transfer money to my account, 40,000. So we are going to contribute for the population, people who are there. I'm not going to choose because it's Munyamulenge or Mobembe, just is for people in the region. So that's why.
So now I want to give you an opportunity for your organization. How can people support your organization? How can people contribute? I know a lot of people, when people say, can you give out to a nonprofit, people assume everything is money. But at this moment, it's not just money. The people there need food, they need shelter, they need clothes, they need a lot of living supplies. What is it? How can people help out in that way? And where can they go to find out how to help?
So people can go to the website, the www.rosamapendofoundation.org. And please, the people, they have to understand, I'm not doing this because of business. If it's a business, I should use my story or do profit organization. But if this is a non-profit organization, help people. I'm not doing it because it's business. I just want to rescue people like me. I just want to raise the awareness, so to bring women together so they can work for their families and take care for the widows and orphanage. And also women can have better life, try to work for themselves, try to put the people together. Like in my country, to be honest, If it's not a God, I trust a God who raised us from death. Son, you were a child, you were young. We look like somebody, people who dead, and the God bring us to life. Because the first day we entered to the city was in the military base. They make the cemetery for all of us, 35 people, to bury us. It never happened. Who did that? No intervention, no Red Cross, no any government, no even our people knew where we were. Only God himself. They will push us, so go kill them in that area. So that's how we survive. So for me, to be scared to see I'm not going to help other people, death is one time. If I don't die today, son, I will die tomorrow anyway. Each one die once. So I cannot scary because I can die. People die in accident home. People sleep and die. And death is death. But imagine that maybe you die when you're doing God's work. Or you help other people. Give hope to the hopeless. Give courage to them. Just in my presence, let me say that. So, I feel so happy to go there. Even if it's dangerous, so let us put in God's hands. If it's God's will, I promise I will come. I will come back. And don't be scary. Because it's scary, don't give them more power.
I'm trying not to, I promise you.
Yeah.
I'm trying not to, but...
I'm not going to say like how I said for John. I said, John, you're man enough, so you can take care for your brother. So, but you grow up,
Yeah.
My youngest, they are 20 now. The twins.
So my mom's going back home, back to the area all this is going, and you're going to be gone for 3 weeks. And you're going to be out there helping people. You're going to try to do the best that you can, and you're going to come back home safely. And I believe in trusting God.
Just to encourage everybody, please don't look at this organization like a business. Yes, people can say whatever they want to say, but I am a widow mom. I'm not doing this for my own. I live in America. I can do work anywhere, still working for my family, my kids grow up. But it brings joy for me to do Jesus' work.
Amen.
He sacrificed his life for me. He gave his life for us, even though we were sinners. I'm not a prophet. I still fighting to know God's will and pray Jesus to use in my life. I'm old.
But you look young though. You look like you're 25.
Jesus! I wish the rest of my life God can use it for His glory and for His purpose. Okay. And some people ask why is Rosa Mapendo Foundation. Mapendo is meaning great love. That's why. It's love.
So it's basically a great love foundation. That's basically what it is. It's exactly. Translated. Well, I love you.
I'm sorry for emotion instead. I'm sorry. Just keep me in your prayer.
I will. Thank you so much for sharing. And everybody out there, I just want to tell you guys, if there's any video that I want you guys to share, it's this video. All the other videos, honestly, they're important, but man, this right now is the main focus, and I'm trying to bring awareness to my people. Like, I know for me, I've been in the state in America for so long, and sometimes I lose focus of who I am and where I'm from, and my amazing mother always reminds me, that's for sure, I'll tell you that much. And just her passion and her love for not only God, for her love, but her love for the people, which is what God has called us to do, is so inspiring for me. And for me, the goal is to help anybody that I possibly can. I might not be able to help people the way she does, because she does it in a different way, and she does it in a higher level than I do. But at the end of the day, we're just trying to help people. We just want to make people whole. We just want to bring some joy and peace to people. And that's what her foundation is trying to do, is just spread the love, people. Like that, at the end of the day, everybody wants to be loved, and we're trying to spread that out. So please share it to anybody that you know, anyone that you can think of that can help support her foundation, anyone that you know you can help in any way you can. So I thank you guys for listening. I thank you, Mom, for being on. If you want to say something else, go ahead.
Yes, please. I ask the support of a prayer. And I want to remind each one, this is our responsibility. It's my responsibility, it's your responsibility. Do not take this for granted, but you are alive for a reason. Maybe other people you grow up together, they are not alive. Some people die from sick, some people die from accident. You are alive for a reason. It's not because you are beautiful. That's how I look in my life. I didn't survive because I'm beautiful or because I love my family more than other people. I survive for God's reason. So I can do small work. I can. So keep me in your prayer. To be honest, it's a dangerous place. It's dangerous, I'm telling you. But God is more dangerous than everybody. He's powerful. He hiding us. Bible says he prepared the table before my enemy. He's going to prepare the table for my people. And I believe me, there is hope for Banyamulenge people. I encourage Banyamulenge people, be proud for who you are and keep working together. Guys, let us love each other. Killing one another. For why? We are from one person, Adam and Eve. It doesn't matter you white. It doesn't matter you black. We came from one person. We have to remember, all of us. To hatred is the devil. There is two people in the earth. People I consider in my life. The bad people and the good people. You can choose yourself. Which part are you? Are you good people or you bad person? We knew 100%. We know good. God is good God, and devil is bad. If you bad, you evil side. So take yourself, examine yourself. Let all of us stand up together. Please try to save my people in Mulenge. Any voice, any small thing you can do can make huge difference. We pray God is going to do it. Yes.
Yes, he can. All right, people. I love you. Thank you guys for listening. I love you, Mom.
Thanks, son.
It's my best friend.
Said, don't be nervous.
I am nervous, Mom. But I have faith and trust in God, man.
God said.